just some extra caffeine. Late night adventures on the gridiron, and we all know anything can happen when you kick off after dark. Glad to have you with us from Aggie Memorial Stadium in Las Cruces, New Mexico, home to the Aggies of New Mexico State. As we'll see a squad from Conference USA, the Sam Houston Bearcats, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the New Mexico State Aggies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. The Bearcats will boot it away to start the game. In that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So the New Mexico State Aggies offense will have the football first. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone. And you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming into this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
The Aggies come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. Dropping back, it's Cutler. Got his man on the right. At the 35, he's got room. Coming through that 3rd down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43.
When we see another catch by this guy, this defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
Guys, let's chat about New Mexico State. By the end of the day, one of these two teams will control their conference destiny the rest of the way. Potential bye in the college football playoff on the line. This game critical at this point in the season for both teams.
This might be a rematch in the conference championship game. We might get to see this matchup again.
Yeah, and it's so nice to have two teams playing so well at the top of their conference. You know this game matters. There's no sleepwalking into this game. You see the numbers at the top of the conference. It's you and it's them. Who's going to come out today?
And the Aggies are marching down the field. To the air on 1st down. Got it in the middle, it's Harris. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Defense is about seeing it and pulling the trigger, and you could tell they pull the trigger so fast, get to the back, get him on the ground quickly.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. He'll try to do it himself. He gets the job done, picking up the 1st down, then getting down.
You have got to have pass rushing lane integrity when you face this quarterback. On 3rd down, someone gets out of his gap right up the middle. It's easy for the quarterback to see. He just tucks it and takes off and picks up the 1st down.
Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. The Aggies, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Caught behind the line. It's Pride. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Aggies!
And that is exactly what you love to see as a head coach. Watching your offense take the field, first drive of the game, and you're methodical. And you take what the defense gives you. You make good decisions. You don't have negative plays. You don't have missed assignments. That shows your head coach that you are locked in and ready to go.
On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Bearcats offense will try to get something going with their first possession. But Jesse, it's always fun to see a guy who's been challenged, see if he can answer the bell and get things done.
Well, we talked to him this week, and he knows that people are out there questioning him. I think that leaves a big chip on his shoulder, Dave. He wants to prove to the entire college football world he's got what it takes to win this football game. This is a big test for him.
And here's the thing. Proving it is one thing, Jesse. But it's not about you. And this is a team game. Obviously.
Lots of running room. Turning it on. Running inside the 20. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Bearcats! Quick strike touchdown comes out and jump-starts the offense.
And, man, we see this in college football, so much explosiveness and firepower, and we get high-scoring game after high-scoring game, and it looks like we're on pace for one of those right now.
The extra point here would tie the game. And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, knocked it right down the middle. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The New Mexico State offense returns to the field. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, they're just trying to run the ball, but that time there was absolutely nowhere for the running back to go, and as a result, that's a tackle for loss.
Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. Fires on the move. He makes a catch. Still on his feet at the 45. There he goes down the right side. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Aggie!
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From inside the 15, chance for a good return. Needed just a little more help to turn that into a big return. They'll mark him down at the 29. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. He's in open space downfield. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. So now it's 2nd and long. Let's go. To the air. It's Watson. They'll run the screen. They've got him now. He almost picked up that first down on the screen.
Love the execution there on the screen. The running back shows pass protect. Last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. And now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
And he gets it done on 3rd down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44.
Offenses that are great on 3rd downs, what do? Most of the time, they keep it in manageable situations where they're not predictable, not just dropping back to pass. They do it here on 3rd and short. They convert. This offense has been so efficient on 3rd downs all throughout this season.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. And the Bearcats with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Touch pass on the jet sweep. So the pop pass is busted up in the backfield for a loss. The Bearcats line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to power their way ahead. Runs through a tackle. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
Man, how about that defense? On the snap, they are in the backfield with great penetration. Nowhere to go for the running back. That defense was sitting on G, waiting on O.
Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. Touch pass on the jet sweep. At the 35, he's loose. Hits the afterburners. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Bearcats!
Number 7 with the carry.
Extra point here will tie the game. And that kick was perfectly down the middle. They took it 71 yards down the field. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Aggies offense will have another go at it. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
The give out of the gun. They push it out to the 39 after picking up 5.
You wonder now on offense, have they found something in the run game? Finally, it's been tough for them to get the run game going, but they picked up a nice gain on that last one. Let's see if they go back to it.
And down he goes. Tried to pick his way free, but the defense stops him behind the line.
We're only in the first half already. This guy's got 2 TD passes, so you could see the defensive coaching staff on the sideline telling this D-line, guys, we got to get after this guy. We have to affect his rhythm and not let him be so comfortable back there. Right there, they were able to get after him. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Got it in the middle. It's Stanley. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And that's why for the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Looking for a man. It's Cutler. Bringing the heat. Fires deep toward the end zone. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
That's an example of it.
And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. The play will stand. After the second down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
And these coaches have these play sheets over there on the sidelines, and there's so many calls they want to call. They want to make explosive plays, but you got to protect your QB, and he's already been sacked. Now he's hit again. Like, they've got to protect him up front if they want a chance of doing damage on the offensive side of the football.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll try the run. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
He'll push his way out to the 30, a pickup of 3. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Back to pass, it's Watson. Gets it to him on the screen. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. We played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. So after the break, they'll go back to work. To the ground with the back. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
One back in the backfield. He gets the carry. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. The Bearcats come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. On 3rd and short, they'll ride the running back here. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49.
Well, no real mystery there, and I think this coaching staff has a lot of confidence in their offensive line to get the push needed to give that back just a big enough crease to fall forward and get the first.
And it's so hard. My room for error is so small when I'm a defensive line. Like, I got to get off the ball as fast as I can and try to get some form of penetration. Just stop that ball from going north-south. They don't do it there, and they give up the first down.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Draw play, quarterback keeps it. He never had a chance on the draw, tackled almost as soon as he got the ball. But you have to find a way to create some hesitation on defense when you're selling the draw play. They just didn't do it well enough here.
Yeah, it's got to be the offensive line and the quarterback and the running back. They all have to work together to show pass set up front, act like it's a throw for the quarterback, not rush it. But the defense clearly not fooled. Got in the backfield, got the tackle for a loss.
And that's why as a defense you want to set up 3rd and long situations. You just want to be able to keep the football in front of you. It's okay for that quarterback to hit the running back on that pass. Now you have all those bodies flying to the football and they're able to make a tackle.
Quick touch pass to the receiver. Will not get there. A 4th down stop.
Nice job by the defense on 4th down, bowing up, getting physical, stopping the run, shutting down that 4th down play. Really good job by this defense.
Unloads to the wideout. Grabbed in the middle, it's Johnson. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun to give, looking for room. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Back to throw, it's Cutler. Sets up the screen. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. And the Aggies come to the line with a new set of downs. Off the play fake on first down. Here comes the heat. He'll pull it down. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Using his legs, it's Callaway. Not much room. A pickup of 2 down to the 28. A little less room to work with now as the ball's at the 28 and it's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
New Mexico State will be forced to punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Wide receiver comes in motion. Quick pass on the jet motion. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. To the air, it's Watson. Right through the wicket. He just flat dropped it on the crosser, and it'll be 4th down. And the Bearcats will send out the punt unit. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. Wouldn't call it a shank, but I don't think he'll include it on his greatest hits. The New Mexico State offense returns to the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Handoff from the gun. Spins away from the defense. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
Rush is on him. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41.
Well, for this defense, finally, you're seeing pressure on the quarterback. They're outside the top 50 in sacks per game. They've been waiting to find some more consistent pressure to help them win games, and they're getting it in this game now. 3 sacks on the day. They're just simply winning and doing a better job executing up front at the point of attack.
It's definitely the wide receiver's job to create space, right? So whether you're running a go or you're running a hitch like this right here, I got to find a way to push off legally or just create a little bit of space to get some positive yards.
Now facing a 3rd and long.
Here we go, here we go.
Off the RPO, fire right, trying to convert. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. The Aggies pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. To throw, it's Cutler. Right on the money. Now the connection takes it to the 11. It's 1st down from the 11. He wants to throw it again. Not quite in rhythm there, incomplete. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. He'll keep it himself. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, New Mexico State.
And you see the option being such a pain in the behind of the best programs in college football. When you got quarterbacks that have those multiple options, they're making you play very disciplined, and the QB takes it himself, gets in for the score.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Little touch pass to the receiver. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets him out to the 25-yard line. They'll move the wide receiver. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. Really nice job to get it past the sticks, pick up the first down at the 30. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. And the Bearcats will line it up on 1st and 10. Picked off. Got room on the return. Gets it down to the 33. They pick up the first down. Got to use their time wisely.
What a great job by the defense that time. Cover 1, man coverage. And did you see how everybody was impressed? When you press receivers, you disrupt their timing. You get your hands on them at the line of scrimmage. You jam them.
Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. They'll immediately call timeout.
Man, this offense, they gotta find something. They gotta get in a rhythm somehow. So far, no success, not protecting the quarterback. Really, the only good thing I can say so far is they haven't turned the football over.
Looking downfield, it's Cutler. Here's a heat. He'll pull it down and run. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Caught over the middle, it's Johnson. He's stopped right at the 29-yard line, and it'll be 4th down. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. Final seconds of the first half, and they'll try to put up 3. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. And in the closing moments of the first half, they'll try to put a 3 spot on the board. And that is no good. And the margin remains at 7 after the miss. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. Looks like it's been a terrific scene there today in Las Cruces.
New Mexico State will kick it away to open this 3rd quarter. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. With jet sweep pass. Still on his feet at the 35. All the way out to the 37-yard line. It's a gain of 15. They really got things moving on this drive. Second play of the drive comes from the 37. Looking for a man. It's Watson. Going to try to pop one on the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. The Bearcats have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Wide open spaces. Hey, what about that move to pick up a couple of extra yards? He's down at the 38.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous and you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
He won't get there. It'll bring up 4th down.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
One for 2 on 4th down attempts so far, and we will get a 3rd attempt here. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Finds him out of the backfield. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. You talk about taking the wind out of a crowd. A 4th down conversion will do that.
Yeah, they were jacked up in here, excited. The fans get loud, rush the passer, and how about the conversion? The big 4th down conversion here in the 3rd quarter to give yourself some life in a tight ball game.
Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Oh, they're after him. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
And these edge rushers, man, they're so athletic nowadays. They can get to the quarterback, bend that corner so quickly, get him on the ground before he knows what hits him. How about that defensive end, that speed off the edge?
Quick pass on the fly motion. Quick spin on the run. They stop him short, and we'll have a big 4th down coming. The Bearcats will punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the ball will be down just outside the 30-yard line. The Aggies offense will have another go at it. Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. Wide open downfield. All out of space. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, New Mexico State.
Well, this offense looked unstoppable in the first half, lighting up the scoreboard, and it doesn't look much different here in the second half. They take their first drive of the 3rd quarter, march it down the field, and score. There's no end in sight for these guys.
Sam Houston, 14.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Wants to throw. It's Watson. Fires to the right. He's got an open man. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. He has the first and still on his feet. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Bearcats have it with a 1st and 10. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Tried to pound it on 1st down. Now back to the line. Wide receiver going in motion. From the gun, the running back has it. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. On 3rd down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Fires to the wideout, and his throw is incomplete.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. 3rd down, you know, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football.
Big tight end makes the grab. 1st down, still on his feet. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect 4th down call there. Wants to throw on 1st down. Trying to make turning on the Jets. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal.
The Bearcats had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field.
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Sam Houston. PAT unit on the field. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. They march 78 yards down the field. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The New Mexico State offense returns to the field. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Power football with the run. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Great play by the defense there, getting the tackle for loss. But on offense, your mindset has to be, we need to be the more physical team here in the second half. We've got the lead, 3rd quarter. We want to run the ball.
And the quarterback caught up 2 and sacked at the 12.
You can just see the excitement this defense has every play. They're almost wishing this quarterback drops back to throw because they know they're going to get home to him. That's the 6th time they've registered a sack.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Got a little space. Oh, he's got some space. He cannot get there. It'll be 4th down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. New Mexico State will be forced to punt. He'll try to really get into this one. Hand goes into the air for the fair catch, and the catch is made around the 40. First snap of this drive comes from their own 41. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Went to the running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. From the gun, running back gets the give. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. They're setting up the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
And listen, that's not a surprise. Obviously, they want to throw the football on 3rd down and try to get a 1st down, but it got absolutely nowhere. Great job by the defense, rallying up and actually getting a tackle for a loss.
Look out, he's got room. It's a seam wide open. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down? The Aggies offense will have another go at it. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, the last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
And the Aggies with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They'll leave it with him. Spins away from the defender. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, you're going to be hard to stop.
Fires to the big fella. And that was some kind of collision between a couple of big bodies there, and he stopped from getting the 1st down. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Snagged in the middle. It's Harris. They bring him down. He's got a first down, but that might be the final play of the third quarter. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Going to work in the red zone, they can pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Looking to throw, it's Cutler. And he will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
The defense has been so dominant up front. You've seen it in these passing situations. That now the 7th sack of the game.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
Sometimes you beat your guy and you get sacked so clean, and sometimes, like on this play, the DBs do a great job covering, make the QB hold the football, and then the rush gets home.
So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. It's good. Easy call for the refs. And that will extend their lead even further.
That's a big drive for this offense in the 4th quarter. Now to take a 2-possession lead, you got the other offense where you want them. Now you get to rush the passer, make them pass a little bit more, and don't give up those big plays. You're in a really good spot now.
The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. This senior has seen it all behind center over his career, but not much going so far. Big plays in the passing game have been sparse. They just haven't been able to put up many yards or points for that matter, and they also haven't taken care of the ball. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Catch in the middle, it's Humphrey. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. The Bearcats really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. Motion from the wide receiver. Touch pass on the run. Such a big part to convert these 3rd downs, and they've got it at the 42. And the Bearcats getting set on 1st and 10. The quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. And the Bearcats want to crank the tempo. Motion from the wideout. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. The Bearcats are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Touch pass on the jet sweep. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41. The Bearcats are moving quickly down the field. Wide receiver comes in motion. Quick touch pass to the receiver. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Got a little work done on 1st down. Now back to the line. They'll run play action. Throws to the wideout. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Not much on that return, but I think they'll let him